It's like, that's a dick move right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I hate my tongue right now. If I could pull it out, I would.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today I'm joined by Charlize Theron. She's an Academy Award-winning actress. You know her from iconic roles in films like Monster, Atomic Blonde, Mad Max Fury Road, and many more. You can catch her in her latest movie, Gringo, set to theaters March 9th. Charlize, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And then I know that your son, Jax, has nicknamed you Mama Spicy. Should I read anything into that before we dive into the hot sauce soup here?
Yeah, I am Mama Spicy. That's one of my nicknames, but I don't think it's the connection to
It doesn't translate.
Spicy. No, I think it's more, you know, mom's pointing her finger and being sassy.
How are you with hot food?
I don't know how to answer that question being on your show, because I just feel like this will be the ultimate test. But I enjoy spicy food. I definitely love spice. That's delicious. I like that. I might take that.
So I recently learned Danish from a Scandinavian pepper-eating legend named Chili Klaus.
Yeah.
So since it was such a success, I'm hoping I can get a 2-minute lesson in Afrikaans from you on Wing 1. Can you give me a South African phrase that I can use in my everyday life?
When I was a kid, the way they teach you to put your hand in front of your mouth when you yawn is through this little song, and it's like, Zet jou hand voor jou mond, sê die hoender vir die hond, sê die aap vir die skaap, as jy slaap. And that's one of my favorites. So it's not really a saying, but it's a saying like, don't yawn with your mouth open, cover it.
Can you give me a swear word or some slang that I should know?
How nasty do you want me to get?
Get nasty.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yo ma sa puss.
Yo ma sa puss.
Yo ma sa puss.
Yo ma sa puss. What does that mean?
It's like your mother's private bits.
Okay, okay.
But not that nice. I might say this later on. We'll see where it goes. That's really nice too. I like the first one more. Sorry. Did I hurt anybody's feelings?
No, just keep it real. Just keep it real out here. So it wouldn't be a First We Feast production unless we got really into the weeds about your food proclivities. So with that in mind, I want to cite a Vanity Fair profile from 2011 where your friend, producer, Beth Kono said, and I quote, "The woman can cook a 10-course meal for 25 people. I'm like, are you Mrs. Doubtfire? The Charlize Theron dinner party. What am I eating? What am I drinking? What's going to get me kicked out? I need to know everything." Both
just a lot. It's very South African too, the idea of socializing around food and drink, and that's kind of how I was raised. And once I kind of settled here and had a home and I had a good group of friends, that to me was like the best Friday or Saturday night that I could imagine. And I do enjoy cooking, but I think it's more just the social aspect of everybody in the kitchen and opening a couple of bottles of wine.
What is the difference between a braai in South Africa and a backyard cookout that you'd have in LA?
There's some staples that you have to have for a braai. We do these incredible things called toasties, where you just make like a toasted sandwich on the grill with tomato, onion, and cheese. And you burn it almost black on the outside, and it gets like super crunchy, and the melted cheese and the onion kind of pulls out, and it's like so delicious that we then let it sog overnight in the tomato juice, and the next morning we eat it for breakfast. And it's so delicious. Yes, really delicious. It's really yummy. That's this one.
So far we're 3 for 3.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
So you have such an extensive acting resume. I could probably talk to you all day about your projects and still not give the people everything they want to know, but I'll try on the green sauce to hit some career highlights. What was the bigger accomplishment? Being named one of Time's 100 most influential people, or being an honorary green flag waver at the Daytona 500?
And they're all pretty special. At Daytona, everybody was like, how do you feel about this? And I was like, I just hope you guys didn't make a mistake. And there's a part of my personality that's always like, did that really happen? And then the South African in me that's like, well, I'm just gonna keep going with this. If nobody knows I'm not supposed to be here, then I'm just gonna keep going with this. Time is probably like, God, we made such a mistake with doing that. But suck it, you did it. Now you gotta stick with it. And now I'm gonna own it.
How, if at all, do the months of fight training for a movie like Atomic Blonde compare to the intensity of being a student at the Joffrey School for Ballet?
It's pretty similar. That kind of coordination that I was used to for so many years through dance really helped me with fight training, because it really is like a dance. Yeah, and the injuries were quite similar.
I imagine.
That kind of wear and tear it's a lot. I always love being in a corner with a fellow dancer and just complaining about how many times we had blood poisoning from blisters in our feet that never got to heal and things like that.
Talking shop with the ballerinas.
You know, just like that. First we feast. Little shout out to every bottle from here on.
We appreciate it, especially for this one. So I understand that you initially had trouble finding a buyer for Monster, you know, a film for which you won an Academy Award, almost went directly to video. And I'm wondering, for someone who has a spirit for independent filmmaking, what your read is on this disruption going on in Hollywood, where you have these big production houses failing, you have streaming sites making movies with some of the biggest stars in the industry, and then even, you know, real actual celebrities eating chicken wings on YouTube with a bald guy. And I wonder, from your perspective,
and that's the best part of that whole story.
What the hell is going on here?
You know, you need an evolution to things, and I think it's really up to us in this industry or any industry to really kind of pay attention to that. People like watching things at home, and this idea that really existed when I was starting out in the business 20 years ago, when people like Tom Hanks said to me, you know, promise me you'll never do TV, and like now he's like one of the biggest TV producers. Anybody will tell you who works in this industry, you really want as many bums in the seat. Wherever that seat is, it really doesn't matter. And especially if, you know, this alternative is showing us that it's not in lack of quality, why would we not embrace that? I'm in full embrace of that.
Very well said. Are you ready to move on?
I think the hot sauce is making me smart. Let's go. There's a chicken on it that says, "Raw." That's a shout out to that bottle. It says, going. Open for, feel it, repeat. I like that.
All right, Charlize, so we have a recurring segment on our show called Explain That Gram, where you do a deep dive on our guest's Instagram, pull interesting pictures that need more context. You're a little too adult for our recurring segment, but we have a workaround. We found some great Charlize Theron Gettys that we just need to know more about. So I'll show you the picture and you just tell me the bigger story. Does that sound good? All right, laptop, please.
I don't know if there's gonna be a bigger story.
Maybe there's not, but that's why you do the segment.
You're hoping.
But this first one actually is off the IG, and I love it. At Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah.
And you have the whole auditorium full of blondes.
Yeah, they're all wearing the Atomic Blonde wigs. It's one of the first times I ever took a selfie like that, just because I'd never seen an audience be that excited about a character or a film, and to go to that extent. I mean, they literally had to walk from their hotels with those blonde wigs. Big, burly men, like, were wearing the wigs. And I was just super impressed by that and touched. And I was like, I've never done this before, but I think I want to take a selfie with this crowd. And they were really, some of them even wore like thigh-high boots. Like, some of the men were like thigh-high. I just thought it was a revolution. Yeah.
That's a real tip of the cap to you too.
Oh, I don't think well, thank you. Oh, you know what, I'm gonna take that. Thank you. It's all me.
This is a great throwback.
What is
that? You're playing golf with Will Smith.
Did I ever play golf? Is that Ashley Judd? I don't think that's me.
That is you.
Can we just talk about my perplexing, very focused stare, like I know what a putt is? Will was like, come do this tournament. And I was like, I don't really know how to play. Like, I'm really a terrible golfer. But I wanted my mom to be a part of it so much. So I was trying really hard to look like a golfer, but I am not a golfer. Will, on the other hand, fancies himself a great golfer.
Is he though? So there goes Explain That Gram. You can lose the laptop.
Is that a chicken with the fire coming out of its mouth?
Yeah, thank you for noticing.
That's impressive. You're just being very consistent.
We've really screwed it down. Extreme karma.
Is it this one on the top or this one?
It's this one, yeah.
Okay. Don't want to fuck it up. It's good.
So I know that you're a mother to 2 beautiful children, and you seem to have an affinity for the lifestyle, explaining to Howard Stern, I'm asleep by 8:45 and I fucking love it.
Yeah.
What are your kids' favorite Charlize Theron movies?
That's a tough one because there's really nothing for them to see. I did a movie years ago called Mighty Joe Young. They watched like 5 minutes and then they were just like out of the room, like they could. They was just like, what? Like, why, where's the CGI? Can we put the AC on, please? It's a very pretty bottle with soft writing, somewhat romantic, and I think that's just to fuck with me, because it's gonna be really not romantic.
Puts you into a false sense of security.
Johnson's, okay. Well, that has a lot of flavor. I just got a lot of flavor. Sos picante. That's all I got.
I'm impressed with your tolerance, Charlize.
Really? Why? People,
Well,
this is too spicy for people?
I've been on this side of the table for 100 guests at this point, you know?
Stop bragging, okay, please. Jesus, I know, you're so...
Well, if you'll allow me to turn that spotlight back on you, I would say that you are in the clouds, you know? Like you're in a top percentile space, even in the room with no air conditioning.
Really? I don't know what the move is for that. I was gonna make a move, but then I panicked. I bailed last minute. I was gonna like slam my chest, but then I thought it was my boob, and it's weird. We should move on.
That was it all along.
Was that it? Okay, all right.
So I heard that you watch reality TV to really... Oh, sorry, let me try that over. It's not easy for me. Hot sauces.
You're making me feel a lot better about myself. Yes, thank you. Fumble some more, just for my sake, please.
Don't worry, it's gonna happen. So I heard that you watch reality TV because you really love watching human behavior, which sounds like a really good excuse to get into some trashy corners of deep cable.
Yes.
What bizarre places has that led you? Like, did you ever see that My Strange Addiction with that guy who's dating his car?
Yeah. I've seen it. And the woman who married the carnival ride, Bruce. She married a carnival ride named Bruce. And literally, she worked on the carnival ride 28 years before, and she fell in love with Bruce, and then she was separated from Bruce, and the day that she left Bruce, she got a necklace and cut it in half, and she poured it into one of the pipes of Bruce, and then her whole life was empty, and she was super sad and depressed, and she found Bruce after 27 years or something, and she found the necklace, and she married Bruce.
What does that tell you about human behavior?
That we are just fucking fantastic. This is like, we are an endless ride of anything can happen. And da bomb! That's trying a little hard. It looks like a poison bottle with some kind of a nuclear weapon on it.
Right, right.
Caution, caution. Okay, beyond insanity is this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It comes in late. Definitely comes in late.
And hard.
Super fucking hard.
Yeah.
That, I'm not gonna hurt anybody's feelings, right? This is
No.
just, okay. That is the kind of spice that I'm not crazy about because it doesn't have flavor. It's just like battery acid. Fuck.
It's the Howland's
That's
experience.
it's no flavor. That's just, I'm all fuck with you. That's what that sauce is. It keeps growing too, huh? It's not stopping.
No, no.
It's
Roller
just
coaster's
building.
going up.
Breathing hurts. Like when you breathe, it activates it.
Yeah, yeah. So I know that you're a huge UFC fan. I see you by the cage, and you're not afraid to talk trash to some heavyweights every once in a while. I love it. Can you pull back the curtain on what it's like to watch a pay-per-view event with Charlize Theron? Because I picture glasses flying and tables being flipped.
It's painful. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like, whenever I can reserve my energy, I'm usually sitting on my couch. This is so hard. Just being lazy. It takes a lot for me to be animated. Can I have some rice? I gotta try the rice. It's not like, I like spice, but that's just like, that's like somebody being an asshole.
Right.
It's like, that's a dick move right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I hate my tongue right now. If I could pull it out, I would.
Imagine being me.
And you know it's fucked up because I got part of it on one side of my lip, but not on the other side of my lip.
Real pro move, ordering the rice, by the way.
This was a good backup, don't you think?
Very smart, very smart.
I don't know if this does anything. This is... Okay. I just want to flip that bottle off. Like, you just ruined this whole thing for me. Mad Dog better fucking bring some flavor. This sauce will blow you away.
With number 9 plutonium.
Let's just wait a little longer. Let's take a breather. Ask me one other question.
All right.
Some rice.
If you were in the UFC, what would your walkout song be?
That's a good one. Something by ABBA.
Nice curveball.
Fernando.
Okay, okay.
It would kind of be like this fucking sauce. Like, you know, you like present something soft and romantic and then you fuck them up. I don't know. I'm like crazy right now. This sauce made me crazy. Because I think blisters are forming on my tongue. I just love that you're encouraging me through a hot sauce challenge.
It's, you know,
I've never had that before.
It's a little bit interview, it's a little
grateful.
bit lunch, it's a little bit life coach over here.
I am grateful, my friend. Okay, that's this one. It looks like it has glitter on it.
That's kind of ABBA-ish.
Yeah, it is.
How spicy can it be? It has glitter on it.
I think my mouth is dead, so I'm gonna be okay. Well, that has more flavor off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a late kicker?
Right.
Just took my breath away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But kudos, because the actually has a little bit more flavor.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to flip that one off. Like, that one.
You respect it a little bit more from a culinary perspective.
Mm-hmm. There's tones playing on my palate that's not one-dimensional. It's exactly. The one side of my mouth is numb.
So I know that you're not shy about your criticisms of the media or tabloid clickbait, but I'm curious from your perspective, what's one thing that people who cover the entertainment industry focus on too much, and what's one thing that they don't focus on enough?
Oh, wow, that's a really good question. This is gonna sound so pretentious, so I'm just gonna...
Let it fly.
I'm gonna blame it on the hot sauce. There's such an obsession about celebrity versus actually just the work. And people are also, I think, interested in more than just people talking about whatever Hollywood boringness you can talk about for so many years. Am I crying? I feel like I'm crying. Am I crying?
You've got a glow.
I have a glow.
But I wouldn't
Which
call
means
it...
I'm really fucking sweaty. That's what that means. Did we turn the AC on? Just out of interest. We did.
We did.
Oh no, what are you doing? I thought it was on there already.
So it's funny that you say that. This is called the last dab.
Okay.
We call it the last dab because it's tradition around here to put a little extra on the last wing. You don't have to if you don't want to. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Let me smell it. Oh, that is a fucker. That is a fucker. Wow. Garlicky. It says, I guess in fans alike, into stuttering, fire-breathing lunatics. Okay.
It's good copy, Chris.
It says, but there's pleasure in the pain. So I'm gonna go for it.
Wow.
Oh, come on. Okay.
Real,
I don't want to like be crazy, but I'll go for that.
That's good. That's
okay.
good. Textbook.
Okay, be honest with me, because you were good about the other one. Is
Sure.
Is this an asshole?
I'll always be real with you.
Tell me.
I'll always be real
okay,
with
tell
you.
me.
I don't want to lead the witness at all, but
yeah.
We actually made this one, okay?
You made this sauce?
Yeah.
Now you're really bragging.
You asked. I wasn't gonna bring it up. I was just gonna drive on by.
And you made it.
But here's what we did. Here's what I think, because there's a real culinary challenge to making something that's hot and tasty.
Tasty, yes.
Anyone can make something hot. You can just take an extract and just put that right through. Yeah. But how do you do it with just natural things that grow out of the ground? You know, that's a real challenge. It's a real balancing act. It's not easy to do.
Yeah.
So we made this one with that in mind. Is that the challenge? Is that as the goal? So to me, in my opinion, not to lead the witness, this is the tastiest extreme hot sauce ever made.
Sold. Okay. That's tasty. Am I dead? Am I still alive?
You're still alive.
Can I feel anything? Wow, my nose just... I like that. That I really like. That's not... This fucking sauce. Can I just fucking get rid of that one? That one destroyed the whole experience for me. That is actually really good. I'm taking this one too.
Thank you. We got you a bag. We're 2 steps ahead of you.
That's really good. I like that. See, I like it when it has flavor.
Thank you, Charlize.
That is really good.
The highest of compliments. I appreciate that.
Good job.
All right, Charlize Theron, here we are at our journey's end. You've spoken in the past about how you have a penchant for saying awkward or uncomfortable things when you're under extreme pressure.
Yeah.
And I'm the exact same way, but that's not gonna stop us from preying on that vulnerability now that you have 10 scorching hot chicken wings in you. So what I have here is a good old-fashioned Wing 10 Rorschach test. I'm just gonna hit you with the picture and you tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Does that sound good?
Got it.
All right.
Penis. A mountain. My breakfast. A clown. An asshole.
Can't argue with you there. And look at you, Charlize Theron, running the board, bringing out the rice, getting on top of the hot sauces. So impressive from this side of the table, and I'm not just saying that.
Thank you.
And now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you, Charlize Theron. This camera, or this camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Well, let me start by saying no. I have Gringo coming out March 9th, and it is really fucking funny. It's got great action, and the cast is okay, but I'm in it. So, and also, blue is not my favorite color anymore. I like yellow now. Thanks, guys. Thank you. No, I love it. It's really, you guys are actually being creative, which is so much fun. That one is really good, and this is like, I mean, it's such a mild verb, but it's really flavorful.
Can we put this in our bag?
Oh, thank you. But that is so garlicky and good. Look in his bag. Show them. We travel with hot sauce everywhere we go.
Beyonce.
And we went to Daytona, and he had these like little bottles, because I love hot sauce. And they literally stopped him and took it.
Yes,
Hey, what's going on, Hot Ones fans? It's Sean Evans, and you know what? I'm not going to beg for your subscription. If you're not subscribed, turn off the video. It's over. I want just my subscribers. Come here, come here. If you're subscribed to First We Feast, I just want to say thank you, and that I appreciate you, that I love you, and I hope that you have a great day.